This life is all about time. When my time comes, no one can stop me.
In June, the Gen Z took to the street to demonstrate against the 2024 finance bill, which they termed as oppressive, with chants of "Ruto must go" and placards showing their demands. The expectations were for a peaceful demonstration. However, after a few weeks, the protest turned into violence in what seems like a chase between the police and protesters, with many losing their lives. The protest reached an all-time high when they went into parliament.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go. Kwapa, not Wendy.
A few weeks later, President William Ruto declared that he had done away with the finance bill.
I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 finance bill.
We sat down with Lisa, Rose and Diana to find out what they think about the ongoing protests.
Now they are getting very scary, but I think that it is needed because people are tired. The Gen Z especially have not been through a government that has been working, and so they feel tired because they are jobless. They have gone to school, there is nothing that is working for them, and this is just the beginning of a revolution.
They've taken power and they've decided to misuse it, basically. So I feel like this revolution will actually awaken, and actually is awakening the people who are in power to realize that they can no longer misuse our property. They can no longer misuse the funds that we give them to manage in order to create a better country.
We caught up with Nick Mungai, a fourth-year student who has been showing up at every mandamano in the CBD to protest. I was curious as to why he was dedicated to the cause.
Personally, what pushed me to go to this mandamano of Reject Finance Bill 2024 was that I felt the government is becoming a bit uncontrollable, corrupt and punitive towards the Kenyan people. I believe that Kenya should be ruled by people who believe that the people have the power and people need good services and institutions that work for them. So this motivated me so much because it had aspects where it affected women, children, as well as the Kenyan population at large. So that, in general, actually pushed me to go to the mandamano. And Kenya has gone through a lot of phases in terms of anti-government protests, dating back from the 1992 coup, where Raila and his colleagues went to protest against the government. And this has boiled down to different generations of political regimes. I felt the government is becoming a bit uncontrollable, corrupt and punitive towards the Kenyan people. I believe that Kenya should be ruled by people who believe that the people have the power and people need good services and institutions that work for them.
But what exactly lies ahead for the protesters and Kenyans in general?
If the government doesn't change, we will hit the streets again and we'll continue to push our narrative and to push our agenda as well. But if they decide to work for the Kenyan people and if they decide to change, I believe we'll go back into working and we'll go back into building our Kenya to a better home and not be people who are being exported to do outside work in other countries. I believe that we need to make our home better first before we go outside there to take our labor and to take our intelligence and everything good. We need to build a Kenya for today, for tomorrow and for the future as well.
I know that it's going to be a long journey. There's no revolution that is very, very easy. So it's one step at a time, one day at a time.
Will the government listen to its people? Will their motives change? We can only await with bated breath to see.